Okay guys, I'm going to remake the video I made last week that just wasn't very solid. I wasn't quite into it. I made some mistakes and kept saying things wrong. It's the best lineup in the game in my opinion for the fleet. It is a Falcon lineup. I understand some people use Biston Ewing, which I will get to instead of some of the other ships, but we're just going to go over the team that I use quick. I find this works almost all the time. I get like 100% of wins when I do this correctly. We have Hans Millennium Falcon in one of the starting slots. He's important. I'm not going to go over and read through all of the abilities. You can do that themselves. I'm going to highlight the most important aspects of the lineup that I use. Then I run with the Houndstooth, great ship, and Biggs Darklighters X-Wing in there as well. Where are you at, Biggs? There's Biggs right there. Another tank. And I'm going to explain, with all the target locks you're going to be able to spread around with Phantom and Ghost, he's going to be regenerating protection, which is wonderful. Who is my first reinforcement call-in? It is the Phantom, of course, because of this ability. Phantom 2 gains stealth advantage and offense up for 2 turns and reduces the cooldown of call reinforcement on the allied capital ship by 1. You're able to call in another reinforcement quickly, and the Phantom can do buco damage and give target lock. Great ship. I always run the Phantom and the Ghost. Then the next person I call in is the Ghost. And what's great about this is if you still have Biggs on the field when you call this in, inflict critical chance down on all enemies for 2 turns, and inflict target lock on enemies who suffer from Ghost critical chance down, which can't be evaded or resisted. You're giving target lock to the opposing enemy team, every single one of their ships. When a target lock is inflicted on the opposing team, Biggs gains protection back, so he's able to continually stay in the battle. It's awesome to still have him in there when you're able to bring the Ghost in. And you can also use a target lock ability with Phantom. He's just going to continue to regenerate the protection, which is amazing. What is the next ship I call in? Cassian's Ewing. Now I want to emphasize something here. As you can see, I do not have this ship powered up very much. K2SO is like at gear level 4. It's not because of the damage that I use him. It's because of his reinforcement ability, which is astounding, in which in itself he could come in and get taken out right away, and I would still be happy because it dispels all buffs on all enemies, inflict offense down and defense down on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted. You're completely taking out every buff on the opposing team. If he doesn't get a single attack in, it's completely fine. Like I said, none of these other abilities are very strong. What's great is I can use the ability right here, which is going to call a target ally to assist, and when I call in the Falcon, he does damage. Sometimes he calls somebody else in to assist as well. So that is why I use Cassian's Ewing. And then my last reinforcement is Lando's Millennium Falcon. I've worked hard to get him up here, and we're going to read his reinforcement ability again. The Falcon gains critical damage up for 2 turns and copies all buffs on all other ships for 2 turns. On all other ships, remember that, not just friendly, opposing as well. The Falcon also takes a bonus turn for each reinforcement previously called in by the allied capital ship this encounter. You want to call him in last if possible. If you even need to get to him, he can take a bunch of turns. Great ship. Now I understand some of you are saying Biston's Ewing makes a better lineup. You can put him in there instead of Biggs or call him as a reinforcement. That may be. This is the lineup I use. I use Cassian's Ewing, and I find that I'm never able to lose with it against some teams that have better starred ships. And I'm going to go in and explain to you how the battle works and how this goes. We're going to start off with facing Rekluse. Very similar team to I have here, especially the starting 3. And we're going to run through this quickly. So, Falcon's going to go first. Now, you always want to use outmaneuver first, in my opinion. This is the way I run through things. I use that, I get that ability to go up. Some people are like, why don't you attack their Falcon and try to do damage? And now, the next thing. Potentially, with the Falcon, if I would have gone in and attacked their Falcon and done some damage, and then I would have been able to use the Defiant Volley and maybe taken them out. I don't find that that works all the time. Okay? Whenever I have a chance to at the beginning, I always try to take out Biggs' X-Wing with Defiant Volley. Why? Let's say a few things happen where the other Falcon dodges, or most of the time the other Falcon can actually go first, because most of the time I'm actually facing a 7-star Falcon. I use this ability, it takes a lot of damage, but then it uses outmaneuver right away and gains all of the protection and health back that I just tried to take out, okay? So I always use it on Biggs' X-Wing. I'm going to call in some assists, I'm going to do some pretty good damage, and not as much damage as I would have liked to, And now I am forced to attack boss. So that's why I always try to get Biggs' X-Wing out of there on the opposing team. If you do something different, tell me. Please tell me. Okay, again, I'm forced to attack their Houndstooth. Call the Millennium Falcon into assist. What's great with the Falcon when he assists, his basic dispels, which is amazing. I'm not going to use Punch It. Yes, it can give defense penetration up, but right now I don't have any really other offensive ships on the field. When I get the Phantom and Ghost out there or the other Falcon, yes, I will do it. But just use a basic because he's going to call an assist. It can do lots of damage and keep the battle rolling from there. So now I'm going to call in the Phantom, and we're going to take out Biggs' X-Wing. Big hit from the Phantom. He gains all those buffs. It's amazing. They bring in their Phantom. Understandable. Let's use a basic. Really, you don't want to use this big secondary attack unless you're hitting somebody that has target lock. So use a basic again with the Falcon. Now, it would be very nice if I would be able to... Here we go. I'm going to show you what happens when you bring in the Ghost right now. I've explained this before in other ship metas. Look at all the protection that you're gaining back here. Best attack to use with the Ghost off the bat, Static Jammer. You're going to attack the Houndstooth, call in all the assist, boom, he gone. They're going to call in their Ghost, which usually happens. Okay, they took out my Biggs, but they had to use all of their attacks to do it. And I'm just going to use a basic. I want to get that Foresight out of there, otherwise I would have maybe considered using Target Lock. Okay, now that I have the Ghost and the Phantom on the field, I am going to use Punch It to get defense penetration up. Don't underestimate how much extra damage that can do, guys. And I'm going to hit. Let's see, can I hit the Ghost? I'm going to hit the Ghost because it doesn't have crit avoidance. And look at that, I was able to take it out. Wonderful. Things are working out just swell right now. They took out my Houndstooth. Oh well, he's going to have to go somewhere eventually in the battle. And let's do this. Okay, we're down to 2v2. Now, watch what I'm about to do to all their buffs. All their buffs are about to be gone. And I'm going to call in... Oh, some people are probably going to wonder why I don't target the Falcon right here. Because I want to take the Phantom out. Like I did right there. Okay? Now they called in their Cassian's Ewing. Cassian's Ewing, not Biston's Ewing. And look at, I was able to take him out right away. Use outmaneuver again. And let's just take out the rest of their Falcon. Just like this. I get to use this ability. Going to continue to get to attack twice. There you go. Okay, some of the different things people said. Well, you should have attacked their Falcon with that. This is the way I do it. I still get the victory. I do know when I call Cassian in, I should have it locked on Millennium Falcon so he gets defense down. Sometimes I forget that. I apologize. So now, let's face Katabakaba. Okay? He has Biston's Ewing in as one of the starters instead of Biggs's X-Wing. You know, it's funny, we don't see U-Wings any other time besides Rogue One. They were cool. I liked them. But yeah, their Falcon's going to go first. Now, this is usually what happens. And I'm going to try to get Biston's Ewing out of here. Right away, right off the get-go. And he did. I love it when I can do that. He works a lot better on offense, let me tell you, when you're able to use Biston's Ewing on offense instead of when you use him, when you have him in your lineup set for defense. In my opinion, Biggs' X-Wing works much better. Basic, not good. I like to get the assist. Let's get rid of your taunt again. Oh, we didn't get rid of your taunt. Understandable. Well, now we're going to call in the Phantom. Nice. Did quite a bit of damage there. See, now they bring Biggs in. So they're bringing Biggs in as a reinforcement. He's going to be gaining taunt. He's going to be gaining some of the other buffs. Not necessarily a bad idea. I just find that this way works. But look what happened. And now I get to use this attack right here. And their Biggs is gone. Gone. Gonna bring in the Ghost now. And we're gonna try to take out the Houndstooth. Tough ship to take out. I probably should have used target lock there. Again, I am not a perfect human being. I understand I do make mistakes. Thank you for the bonus attack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, just one more hit. See, the ability of Biggs to continually survive because of all that protection regeneration from all the target locks being spread around. Just amazing. There we go. My Biggs is gone. Oh, well, he did his job. He did his job. That's what's important. He took a beating. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually going to use Punch Hit. I want to get defense penetration up. Let's see how much damage we can actually get done here. Now, I'm not going to call in Biston's Ewing right away. Cassian's Ewing right away, because I'm going to show you how I use Lando's Millennium Falcon. He gets to come in and he gets to use, look at, he gets all the buffs that we have here, plus crit damage. Now let's read through his abilities. He can deal physical damage with a 70% chance to grant defense penetration up to self or another random ally. Not important right now because we already have it. Buckle Up, deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict offense down for 2 turns. This attack deals 25% more damage against debuffed enemies. And then Calculated Enhancement, deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. The Falcon gains 5% critical chance and 5% offense stacking for each buff dispelled until the end of the counter. We wouldn't want to use that. We'd want to use this attack right here. And now look it, he's going to get to go again because he get to go like 2 or 3 times in a row there because of being the reinforcement that he called in. It's gone. We get the victory. I'm going to do one more battle just to show you guys how I'm able to work it here to get to first place. And another solid lineup with a Biggs in the lineup as well. So again, probably going to want to call in Cassian's Ewing first. But just to show you guys how wonderful Lando's Millennium Falcon is, and all the damage that he can do, and all the buffs that he can get. Great ship. Great ship. Okay, now I'm going to use Outmaneuver. I'm going to get my Houndstooth to taunt. Okay, perfect. Actually, not a bad thing there. Nice! Was able to get rid of the taunt with the Falcon. And now I'm going to work on taking out Biggs's X-Wing. Okay, I'm bringing in the Phantom again. I'm just going to use the basic here. Going to save my big hit attack. Again, survivability, keeping ships on the field as long as possible. That's what's so great about Biggs. I'm still not going to use Punch It. I'm going to try to get rid of it. There you go. There we go. Now, I am going to actually call in the Ghost. Biggs has so much protection the way it is already. It probably wasn't needed. I didn't even get any critical chance down. So I didn't even get any target locks. Oh, okay. Interesting. I see. Big hit. Come on. Now, he has target lock, so I can call in another ally to assist. Another thing, talking about this here, I understand sometimes in battle, guys, there's things that I understand that when I'm talking to you guys and trying to play that I miss. I'm not always perfect, like I said. I want to emphasize that. So leave it in the comment section and the comments below if there's something that I blatantly missed to do, like when I targeted somebody, when I called in a reinforcement. I'm trying to communicate with you guys, teach, and play at the same time. It can be a little tricky. My gosh, sometimes a Houndstooth from the opposing team can just be a nightmare. Sometimes they're easy to take out, sometimes they're not so easy to take out. Like this, couldn't it have just died? Couldn't you have just been destroyed? Can I get the Houndstooth out with it? Yes! Good thing I got the Houndstooth out with the AoE ability right there. Now we're going to call in Cassian's Ewing again. Get rid of all those nasty buffs on the opposing team. Foresight, huh? Nasty little Foresight. Look at all, I mean, oh my gosh. When I do these battles, you know, like, alone, when you guys aren't watching, nobody ever dodges. When I'm playing against you, or for you guys here, dodges happen all over the place. It's nuts. Okay, perfect. This battle should end pretty quickly here. I love this ability because I get to use a bunch of attacks twice. Look at that. And here we go. Match over. As you can see, guys, I may not run it perfectly. It may not be the lineup that you think is perfect with, you know, I use Cassian's Ewing and I don't use Biston's Ewing. But I'm able to completely dominate all the time and get to first. And I would suggest, and again, what's great about this is when you're using Cassian's Ewing, guys, look at, I just make sure to have him at level 85 and able to have the reinforcement ability leveled up so he can dispel all the buffs. That's what's important. So he can be under geared. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button, like the video, click the notification bell so you can be alerted to all videos that I post. Also, I'm leaving a link to my Discord server and Patreon page in the description below. Please make sure to check that out if you're interested, and leave comments in the comment section. Video ideas, constructive criticism, what could I have done better, who should I have called in first. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to communicate, teach, and play at the same time. So if you have some better ways to do it, let me know. But in my opinion, this is the best lineup in the game, fleet-wise. And it works great for me. I never lose. Otherwise, peace out, and may the force be with you.